We continue our walk across the country via the PCT, or the Pacific Crest Trail. That actually sounds pretty cool, but that's what we're doing. We fought these last 2 weeks in most of Oregon. We fought mosquitoes, I would say tooth and nail. It was pretty tough to always be wary of mosquitoes and hiding from them and ending our hike and immediately jumping into our tent. We did hike 128 miles, well, this last 7 days at least, including a 26.2 or a marathon distance on July the 26th, which I was pretty excited about. I certainly will log that as another marathon in my marathon totals. To be honest, without notes, this last couple of weeks are a big blur. Every day seems the same, even though there are beautiful views here and there. It's hard to differentiate as we're constantly in forest or in a bit of a green tunnel. Some of the things that stand out include walking by Mount Theosin, Diamond Peak, the Deschutes National Forest, Sisters Wilderness, Mount Washington, and just here at the end got my first view of Mount Jefferson, which was quite majestic. It's really quite interesting to see mountains many days before you arrive at them by foot, something you might do in an hour if you were going 60, 70 miles an hour in a car. I'm really not sure why I'm so awed by that, just to walk toward a structure like a mountain for days and days at a time and finally arrive at it, and then after a few days to see it behind you. These weeks I was especially awed by Diamond Peak, which we walked almost to the top of and across. It was certainly very majestic, and of course Sisters, the three mountains, were quite interesting. The Bible does teach us that the heavens declare His glory and the skies declare the work of His hands. And I feel like we certainly saw that firsthand these weeks as we witnessed Crater Lake, Diamond Peak, and of course the Sisters Wilderness. Hiking with Big Diva, Ronan, and Coyote has been a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, we have a lot of laughs. But more than anything else, we've engaged each other in deep thought, exchanges of ideas, philosophies, concepts, and all in a very thoughtful and respectful way toward each other, as we do have different philosophies and approaches. And I think we've heard each other out and yet continue to thrive and want to be around each other, which is, I think, is a great lesson for us in the real world, maybe. However, on maybe the funnier side, we are becoming feral, as we've been, or we were on trail for 17 days without a proper bed,
I've been walking
a
toward
bath,
this
yes, a bath, and other norms of life. We kind of stink a bit, but at least we don't mind, and we probably don't even smell each other. Well, I know that we don't smell each other. It's only when we run into day hikers that we notice, well, how good they smell. LOL.
Massive.
On the bright note, we did get a chance to get out on a pontoon at one of the many lakes that we visited. I don't remember which one it was, but thanks to Clay Colton, who I will see in concert in Houston soon. He invited us onto a pontoon that he rented. It was fantastic to get out in the middle of the water. But at the end of these 17 days, though, we need a couple of zeros before we head into the end of Oregon and into Washington. A zero, for those that don't know, is a day where you do no hiking. And we're all certainly taking a few of those before we proceed into this last push. Finally, I do want to thank Mike Kirkendall and RGB, my friend April, for your encouragement and support these weeks with supplies. It is absolutely much appreciated. Thank you so much.